With less than 200 days left before the national elections on 27 November, Namibia's electoral management body says it is on track with activities of the electoral calendar. The General Registration of Voters, or GRV, is around the corner and will be running for 52 days from the 3rd of June until the 1st of August. The points will open from Monday to Saturday, starting at 8 a.m. to 7 o'clock in the evening. The GRV is conducted after every 10 years.
GRV is very costly and it's not sustainable in the long run. Unfortunately, that's what the law is currently. I think going forward in the future is something that the Commission is to look at.
The ECN's Director of Operations, Zenia Klaassen, stated that the Commission undertook a regional council consultation during 2022 and 2023, as provided for in the establishment of the registration systems and polling venues framework. However, only 3 out of 14 provided feedback.
We have done our best by engaging with the stakeholders to provide input on the establishment of these registration and polling venues, and the feedback was not to what we expected.
With the population growth of 3 million, the ECN has adjusted its initial target of registering 1.5 million eligible voters, with 458 local and 35 teams abroad.
We have added another 109 teams, taking into consideration the constituency statistics as was released by the National Population Housing Census. And we have then, the total number of teams then stood at 567, and then totaling to 602, including the 35 missions abroad.
The teams will serve 4,297 permanent and mobile registration points. The Commission sourced private vehicles to ensure smooth registration of voters.
We have a total number of 2,648 vehicles that were availed for us for the GRV, and only 36 of those vehicles failed the inspection.
Once the general registration of voters concludes, there won't be any supplementary registration.
In terms of national elections, we are now required to have a provisional voters register available 90 days before the election. If you look at that, and we ought to have had a GRV from January to March, finish the GRV process, have the provisional voters register, have the final voters register, we would have been left with only a period of 52 days between the conduct of the GRV and when we would have been expected to conduct an SRV again. So instead of doing that, because you can also imagine the amount of resources that would go into it, the Commission engaged all relevant stakeholders. The SRV was done away with, the number of days for GRV was extended, and we brought the GRV period closer to where the actual SRV would have taken place and also closer to the elections.
The youth demographic is a special focus area to reduce voter apathy, which showed a worrying 67% voter outcome in the 2019 elections. The ECN embarked on various initiatives, including appointment of a lead youth ambassador, Miss Teen Namibia, and 6 other youth ambassadors.
We are looking at increasing the participation with the 10%. We are looking at increasing it. And how do we do this? And then also looking at how effective has our voter education campaign been to decrease voter apathy.
Weekly updates on the GRV exercise will be provided on ECN platforms.